Bullet Train is a 2022 film that was directed by David Leitch, who I believe directed John Wick Chapter 2 and also maybe Deadpool 2. And I was originally going to praise this film for finally getting an original idea and finally not being based off of a comic book property or a remake or reboot. And then I looked this up and see that it's based off of a novel with the same name. But you know what? That's good enough for me because I had never heard of this novel beforehand. So to me, this is a brand new original idea. It stars Brad Pitt as Ladybug, an assassin-like character who gets hired to go on a train and go after a briefcase. But of course, it's not that simple. I'm not going to get too much more into the plots and the minutia and the details because going into this movie not really knowing anything about it and not having anything spoiled for you is the best way to go into this. This movie is filled with a lot of surprises, a lot of cameos from people that I was very surprised to see. And also, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the dialogue. I enjoyed the back and forth between the characters. I got a little Tarantino vibe, and even the cinematography, it felt like maybe things that you've seen before, but it was still shot very well. The fact that the majority of this film, not all of it, but the majority of this film is on a train. I initially thought, well, maybe it's because this is a lower budget, and maybe so they decided out of convenience, let's just have this plot and the action mostly take place on said train. But no, because once you got into some of other scenes, or especially the third act where they go balls to the wall with explosions and action, I thought, okay, no, they I guess just decided to use their effects, use their budget. Brad Pitt is great as this role. He seems more of a guy who just gets put in the wrong place at the wrong time. He was very charismatic, and it was very cool to see him do some of his fight scenes. Brian Tyree Henry as Lemon and Aaron Taylor Johnson as Tangerine. Yes, those are their real names in the film. I really enjoyed them together. I liked their dynamic. I liked how they interacted. I liked their sense of humor. Well, just some of the people. Bad Bunny, who I'm not sure how much of an actor he is, if he's been in any other movies. I know he's an artist. I know he's big in the Hispanic culture. And I know that he showed up in WrestleMania last year. So it was very surprising to see him here. Zazie Beetz, who anytime she shows up, I'm pleasantly surprised. And Michael Shannon. But one character that I want to really get into over how impressed I was by her, Joey King. Joey King is one of those actresses that I have seen in quite a few things, but the very first time I ever saw Joey King was in Dark Knight Rises. She played the young version of Talia al Ghul. So every time I see Joey King in something else, and as she gets older over the years, I can't help but still picture her as that young little girl. So to see her grown up, to see how well she plays this character, a very conniving, manipulative, but smart character, I enjoyed everything about her here. Towards the end, it might have seemed like they didn't really know what to do with her as much. Hiroyuki Sanada and Andrew Koji probably have the best and most serious side plot. Also, Karen Fukunaga. This is an action movie. It's filled with surprises over who's going to pop up and do a cool action scene or who is secretly in disguise as an assassin. So I fully expected her to all of a sudden maybe pull off a wig or pull off her outfit and be like, yeah, I'm one of the assassins. I'm one of the fighters. Let's fucking go. Only to see that no, she's just playing somebody like a stewardess that works on the train. And that's it. She just disappears. And I'm like, wow, how underwhelming to cast her in this and not do anything. I was pleasantly surprised with the movie. I would recommend to go into it knowing as little as possible. I'm going to give this a full price. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you have any interest in seeing Bullet Train, or if you have seen it. Did you like it? Did you love it? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Sticking to my decision, just eruption, y'all ignition. I'm painting my perfect vision, intuition is real. If you humble, you will never stumble. Listen, it's clear, but I'ma give it to him. Let the God seize the day.